12 possible endings for a story entitled The Christmas Bunny. Yes, Dad should have looked in his rearview mirror before backing up, and if he had, my bunny might have been okay. But with the accident came a powerful lesson that my whole family learned. Christmas doesn't really have to be about the presents. It can sometimes just be about love.
I'm not sure how that bunny learned Spanish or even learned to talk, but without him I never would have gotten through customs and I never would have gotten home in time for Christmas.
If I ever do one thing with the rest of my life, I swear it is going to be tracking down that bunny and telling him what Christmas is really about.
So it turns out that the North Pole wasn't melted and the heat miser's plan was once again foiled. Christmastown was safe and millions of boys and girls weren't going to be disappointed. And who did Santa have to thank for all this? Why, none other than a little elf named Sloppy and his pal, the Christmas Bunny.
Nobody thought it was a good idea for a bunny to play baby Jesus in the Christmas story. But when everyone saw little Bill leave his crutches to walk again, we all knew it had been the right choice.
As I bit into Mr. Bunny's leg, I couldn't help but shed a single tear. Through my pet sacrifice, not only were we able to have Christmas dinner, but we could make it through another day of the Great Depression.
You've heard them say, every dog has his day. Well, it's certainly not every bunny that has his day, but this one did, and it just so happened to be December 25th, Christmas Day.
I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it, but when that Christmas bunny pulled our truck out of the ditch, he didn't just save Christmas, he saved Billy's life.
Somehow, in some way, I never could really understand, the Christmas bunny healed Mr. Krenchner's shriveled broken heart. The next day Mr. Krenchner came to our building and gathered us all together. He asked me if he could borrow the Christmas bunny for a second. He held the bunny in his arms just like a little baby, and in front of everybody he said, "I could build a new Krench wash anywhere, but it isn't just anywhere that I can find a bunny like this one." The residents all let out a cheer, each of them running up to pet the bunny. Our building was saved, and that night, when I went to sleep, I didn't care that it was Christmas Eve or worry if Santa was coming, because I had already had the best Christmas present I could get. I had the Christmas bunny.
As the soft rhythm of his breathing slowly died out and his heart's beating gave way to a calm silence, I looked into the eyes of my little bunny and started to cry. I hadn't done all I could do to save my bunny, but I was darn well going to do all I could to save Christmas.
So while Santa stayed home to recuperate, another magical creature took care of all the presents. For one special day, he wasn't the Easter Bunny, and he wasn't just delivering Easter baskets. No, for that day, he was the Christmas Bunny, and he was delivering the joy of the season.
You know how they say every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings? Well, I like to think that every time a bell rings, a Christmas bunny has saved another orphan's life.